Yo, I really, really understand what this season is now. Like, I did not get it before. And I was so lost and so confused. And I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? What does this mean? What is that? Yo, I'm in my season right now is in a season of standby. It's standby. You know, like when on old TVs where those like colorful lines will pop up and it would be like you will have to wait while they reprogram or while they get things figured out on their end. Or when a little gray circle pop up and it says, please stand by, we'll be back shortly, or something like that, right? Yo, I think a lot of people, including myself, are in a season of standby and don't even know it. The season of standby is so different. The season of standby is, yo, I never knew how necessary it was. At first, I'm thinking, like, is this like punishment? Is this like, did I do something? And when I think about what is being required and being asked of me, it's not even nothing strenuous. It's the simplest thing. The season of standby is the season of self. Yo, what I mean, right? What I mean is the season of standby is, it's like telling everything else, everybody else, wait a minute. Wait. You can wait. I need a second. Like, I need a minute. Like, the other day I was thinking, like, yo, I have really experienced a lot of stuff in the past few years. Like, I've experienced a lot of things in the past few years. And I'm like, yo, I don't have any kind of care to keep moving on about other things that people got going on. I don't have a care about what's next. I don't have a care. Like, I don't care. And it's not in a malicious way. It's just I don't have it left to care. And when I was thinking, I'm like, all I kept thinking about was those lines. Like, those lines that will show up and it's like, wait a moment. And it's a moment of standby. Yo, being in a season of standby is so dope. I'm not gonna hold you. Being in a moment in a season of standby is so dope. And I say it's so dope because it's a moment to process. Yo, I encourage anybody who feels like you just don't have it. Like, especially for those people who are empaths and people who may feel like they have compassion fatigue or feel like just stuck or stagnant. Like, maybe it's a moment or a season of standby. And in this season of standby, it's the simple things that I'm realizing, like, I have to fill my cup first. Like, I can't give from an empty cup. I can't give from a cup that done ran dry. Like, I have to fill my cup first. And that season of standby, it's not a punishment. It's not a consequence. It's a gift. The season of standby is a gift because I'm watching, yo. When I say I am watching people in life just do these beautiful things. And it's like, yo, I wouldn't even be able to appreciate the beautiful things that are happening if I didn't have this moment of standby. You know what I mean? Like, if I was just on go all the time and just functioning from reserves. I think there's so many people functioning from reserves. When I say reserves, I mean, like, you know how, for example, you have a gas can, right? And you got, your stuff for backup just in case you might need it, whatever the case may be. I feel like a lot of people are functioning from that gas can, from that backup, that contingency plan, that contingency energy, that backup energy, that survival energy. Yo, and a lot of us is really running on E. A lot of us is running on E. And we won't even slow down enough to realize it. And I'm so grateful and thankful that God created a time for me to have a moment like this. To have that standby moment that, okay, this program will be back up and running very soon. But this channel right now, we got to get some things figured out. And I'm finding so many beautiful things in it and so many beautiful lessons in it. And it's so amazing. It's so amazing when I just allow God to do what he's doing. It's amazing. It is. And it's never what I thought things would look like, but it's always so much more beautiful. So much more beautiful than I imagined they would be. So much more surprising and so much more memorable. Like, it's different. It's so different. Like, when you know what's coming, you're not really excited. It's just like, okay, well, I mean, I know it's on the way. But when you don't know, and when it comes, it's like, wow. It's like, I wasn't expecting that. It's like, wow. And I really believe that those standby moments make us more open to receiving those. Like, trying to function from a place where you don't have anything left, where you don't feel like you know what's next, when you feel like you are overwhelmed with life, overstimulated with decisions, overstimulated with thoughts, overstimulated with emotions. Maybe you might need a standby moment, a moment where I've dedicated an entire book just to me processing the things that I've gone through. Like, I would literally write those things down. When I think of them, I would write them down. That's from pain. That's from anger, sadness, grief. I would write it down and I would process it. I would sit with it. And I think that's something that would be a great tool for anybody who feels like that to use. Dedicate a book to it. Write it down. When you think of it, write it down. Process that. And I think that's what that standby moment is for. It's not to put a pause on life. It's, wait a second. Like, it's like having a book bag on, and it's like, okay, I have all these rocks in my book bag. I have all these heavy items in my book bag. This walk is becoming harder. It's becoming heavy, and it's not necessary. There's so many things in my book bag that I need to unpack. So many things that I need to sit with for a second. And it's not about being stuck in the past. It's not about getting caught up in the past or living in the past. It's about knowing when you are a person that moves and keeps moving and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and you don't stop to check in with yourself and really ask, how am I really doing? How am I really feeling? Where am I really at? Where do I stand? Right now in my life, where do I stand? What do I need? What do I want? And these are some of the questions I wrote down for myself. What do I want? That was probably one of the hardest ones to answer, because all I could think about was, how could this affect this person? How could that affect that person? What is it that I want? What do I want for myself? Not worrying about everybody else. What would you want if nobody else was affected? That's how you can figure that out. Ask yourself that question. If nobody else was affected by what I wanted, what would I want? Then another question I would ask myself that I wrote down was, what do I need right now? in this moment? What do I need right now? Another question was, what can I do right now? I also asked myself, what makes me feel this way? There's so many things that we go through in life. And for myself, I felt like I was just getting to a point where, like, I just felt like my spirit just felt heavy. Like, I just felt like it's just becoming too much. And I'm like, do I really need to carry all this stuff with me? Do I really need all this? Like, do I really need to hold on to this stuff? Like, does it really help me? Is it really get me where I want to go? And then you got to keep in mind, too, like, when you want to get to that higher version of yourself, when you want to get to those dreams, all that baggage cannot come. Everybody cannot come. Like, all of that stuff, it's not going to go with you. It's not going to go with you. Just the essentials. And low-key, really, is just going to be you. Like, in all those lessons that you learned, it's just going to be you. And whatever fruit you bear from this journey. And so that standby moment for me, this standby moment is so dope. At first, I was so pissed off. Oh, I was pissed. I was livid. Because I'm like, yo, like what's up? Like really? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm being intentional. I'm being mindful. What's up? Like, I'm doing my best. I'm doing what I can do. And it really, like, I wouldn't even say it humbled me, but I would say, like, it really opened my eyes. Like, yo, I didn't even realize how heavy things were until I had to really sit with myself and try to figure out why does he have me in this one spot? Why won't God let me move into another space? Why won't God allow me to keep moving forward? Because that's all I was trying to do, just keep moving forward. And I had to really check in with myself, like, how do I feel? Like, I haven't asked myself that in a minute. How do I feel? When was the last time I asked myself that? And I really start thinking, like, yo, how do I feel? How do I feel about that situation? How do I feel about this situation? How do I feel about that and that and that? And I'm like, yo, when I wrote down all the different situations that I have not had a moment to unpack, I had a full page of stuff. A full page of things that I did not unpack. A full page of major events, life-changing events that I'm like, wow. And it's so crazy because when I wrote this stuff down, I was still stuck on the first thing I wrote down, which happened years ago. And it's like, wow, now I see why I couldn't move. Why it's no, I need you right here for a moment. Like, I need you to stop moving for a moment. I need you to stop moving as if you're okay when you're not okay. And not being okay doesn't mean you're sad or mad or angry. It just means you're not at your best right now. Your cup is not filled fully. Your cup is not fully filled right now. And it was just so amazing when I started writing about how I felt, about where I stood, about how I seen things. It gave me closure. It gave me peace. It gave me understanding. It allowed me to release that. It allowed me to release some of those things I was holding on to, some of those things that I didn't even realize was on my mind. And it opened up space for blessings. It opened up space for opportunities. It opened up space for people who have my best interest, people who want to see me win, people who care. It opened up space. Yo, when I tell you, if it's anything that you take from this, write down major life-changing events that has happened to you. Write down things that are on your mind. And when I say things are on your mind, I'm not referring to bills you have to pay. I'm talking about those things, those situations you think about when it's just you. It's like, dang, I can't believe that really happened. Or, wow, like that's crazy that this is what they did to me. Or, wow, like I'm disappointed about this. Or I'm sad about that. Or I'm still grieving this person that passed away. I'm talking about those things. Yeah, those things that you keep locked in your mind. Yeah, those things. And I just want you to write them down and really be honest about where you stand with it, no matter how ugly those feelings are, no matter how deep, how heavy they are. Write it down. And it's something about seeing it on paper that makes it feel so much more relieving. It's like, now that I can see it, now that I see what it is, okay, I can make peace with that. Writing and journaling, those have been things that in this season is so important. So important. Oh man, that standby season is beautiful. Don't miss it. Don't rush it. Please don't rush it. It's necessary. It's needed. Because all that is going to do, if you miss your standby season, or if you keep trying to force your way out of your standby season, you're going to hurt people. And like they say, hurt people hurt people.